So they score, he gets that putback with like 2.5 seconds left. You had a timeout. Did you want the guys to call that?
No, start. If we can get it in and just try to get something down, because 2 seconds is not a ton of time to really try to draw up something, especially with their size and length. You would have to throw it from inline out of bounds on their side, down on our side, and that's real risky. But I thought if we can advance it and just get it up and get a look at it, then it will give us an opportunity to, maybe get lucky and throw something in the basket.
Okay. I guess you kind of saw, you play a smallish lineup at the end, and you saw both sides of it. You got guys open for threes, big shots, but then they get the putback. Cumberland can kind of get into the lane, and there's not a heck of a lot of size there. Is that just right? You kind of balance that out at the end of all these games.
Yeah, we didn't play small for that long. I mean,
just the last few minutes.
At that point, they got themselves back in the game, and we were pretty much playing just nip and tuck at that time. I just thought, if we go smaller, it'd give us more of an advantage on the offensive side. I think offensively, and that was my thought process, behind that.
Was it good to see some execution there at crunch time on offense? A good thing to take into tournament this week.
Yeah, I thought we did some good things, and we got some shots, but really for me, it shouldn't have came down to that. Our start to the second half, those guys start scoring, and they got into a rhythm. And we did some things early on in the second half offensively that got us in trouble. So that was the cause of us being in that situation late in the game. And then, we had to change some things up and adjust as the game went along. And as I said, I went to the smaller lineup because I think that plays to our advantage.
Well, I thought more than, probably too many times we guys got late in the shot clock.
Yeah.
Anything that, why that was the case today more so than usual?
I thought they did a really good job of just showing on the screening actions that we were trying to do. And I kept emphasizing to our guys, attack them. And we would attack them and pick the ball up, but I wanted them to attack to get to the paint, to collapse their defense and kick. But we wasn't aggressive early on, and we started to be aggressive late versus their screen and roll, and that's how we got freed up for some shots late. So,
sort of similar to Wichita State in the sense that, you're on the road. Eventually, the home team is going to, they're going to start hitting some shots. They're going to make that run. It's just hard to, almost when you're on the road, you got to match them a little bit.
Yeah, I thought our guys played hard. I thought they did some good things. It's one of those basketball games where we come down, make a play, they come back, make a play, and they end up winning the game. And that's, as a fan, that's what you really want to see, the excitement of that. As an opponent, as being on the opposite side of that, you hate to see it. I wish it would have been a missed shot. We rebound the ball, we go home. Horn goes off, we go home happy. But it didn't happen.
Yeah, Cumberland got his fourth foul with a decent amount of time left. It's just, I don't know if, guys were driving, right? You're hoping to pick up the fifth on him somewhere along there, but I guess it just, if he's going to avoid.
Yeah, we wanted to try to put him in some stuff, and we did, and it wasn't successful. So we didn't want to go out of our way and get out of our rhythm, just trying to come down the floor and find him every time down the floor and put him in something.
You got, I think, by my count, either 3 or 4 assists from the center position. I think all season you probably had about 10 or 12. And just overall, Damian contributing again. Arashma came back. I guess he's good. You need, as much as the small lineup helps at times, it's good to see what the big guys are giving you a little bit, here late.
Yeah, it's great. Dame has been productive for us, been giving us some solid minutes. We play Arashma tonight. I thought his minutes were pretty good for us, and so we're gonna need those guys next week to do the same thing.
You had to go the last 3-4 minutes of the first half without Q and Nate with foul trouble. Pretty rare that at least one of them's not on the floor. Did you like how the guys got through that sort of adversity?
We got lucky with that. We've been lucky with that throughout the year where, 2 guys that give you a large amount of minutes can stay on the floor for you, and that didn't happen today, so you have to make some adjustments. And luckily for us, it was, late in the first half. And we just kind of squeezed our way. I squeezed that time out and got out of the first half with those guys in foul trouble.
So you've reached that point. You talked about, all season, about 3 parts of the season, and now you've reached that third part. I don't know if there's anything specific you tell the guys here in the locker room, or what's, this week as you lead into the tournament, what's the focus?
Just we got a chance. We got a chance to go still as a bid, but it's going to take, it's going to take everybody. It's difficult to do 4 games in 4 nights, and you're playing against teams that are fresh and waiting on you, and so we're going to have to be smart. We're going to have to be well conditioned, and we're going to have to believe in what we can, potentially do.